Okay, next up, we want to talk about your trades and why they should bring in their own materials.
Oh boy.
Right, yeah, it's making more people mad. Today's all about making people mad, but it's the honest truth, okay? We're doing this to help you. Why your trades should bring in their own materials, why you shouldn't supply your own materials. I'll start off with a story. A guy said, you know what, hey, I did all the grunt work. I wired up my kitchen. I just need you to terminate at the panel and check over my work, and then I can close up the drywall and put on devices.
So, that sounds like
yeah,
a fun
and I was
time.
like, okay, I was like,
Wow.
well, I'll tell you right now, man, like, we're thrilled to work with you no matter what project you got, but that's not how these things go, and we're gonna have issues. So just as a heads up, you know, get ready to have a hard talk when I get there. And he goes, oh, okay, sure. So we booked the time, and I come out, and I meet with the guy, nice guy, and everything. And he goes, yeah, you know, what's everything look like? And I go, what's that down there? He goes, oh, that's my stove. And the guy had a 2-conductor 14 gauge, which is your standard 15 amp plug. I might be talking Chinese to some of you, but it's 2 14 gauge feeding a stove receptacle. And I'm like, man, like your stove, that's a 40 amp receptacle, like 14 gauge. That's rated for 15 amp on a 15 amp breaker. Like, in only rare scenarios can you put it on a higher breaker, and this is not one of them. So it was a hard conversation. He had to rip out a ton of wire, and he said, what should I do with all this wire now? I don't know, man. Like, this is a hard conversation, but like, you go take that to the scrap recyclers, because this has to be done right. You're gonna burn down your house, you wire it like this. And he washed his hands of it, and you know, he hired us, and you know, at the end of the day, it was expensive because we had to demo a lot of stuff and try to reuse some stuff, and it probably cost him about, I don't know, a day and a half extra labor of us.
It costs more in the end.
Yeah, that was $1,500, right? 125 an hour, 8-hour days. Crew of 2 there to take apart his old stuff, reuse stuff, relocate junction boxes where they can be accessible. Took a lot of time and more tables. So yeah, I mean, that was an expensive fix. And if he would have just hired us, he would have saved $1,500 plus.
At the end of the day, I'm glad he called you, because
Yeah,
I mean,
big time.
well, it would have been a lot more expensive if the house burned down.
Big time, yeah. You plug in a
So-
stove, you turn on one burner on a stove, I mean the oven, any one of those is gonna draw more than 15 amps. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna cook your wires really quick.
Oh boy.
But it's, yeah, you call a fire department, ask them what the majority of house fires come from, and it's, I don't know, smoking, electrical, like, that's it, right? But anyways, you should have your own trades, bring in your own materials, period. Don't do the grunt work. You're not doing yourself any favors. Again, if you want to learn, get your own ticket that way.
A lot of the stuff we get is graded differently. We go to our own specific suppliers who we've built great relationships with.
Mm-hmm.
We could do a whole video on our relationships
Absolutely,
with suppliers.
yeah.
Our suppliers are fantastic. But they work hard to find the things that work. You can buy a toilet for $120 from Lowe's, but it's such a below quality toilet from the ones that we're getting. You know, the equivalent toilet that I get and install. So say I install a toilet for $500.
Yeah.
That's labor, toilet, everything, warranty. That same toilet is $500 to buy at Lowe's if you were to buy just the toilet yourself anyways.
And then you're wasting your own time too.
Right.
You guys are busy people. You got better stuff to do than play with pipes.
The reason we do this is because the parts and the stuff on these toilets last, and we can get replacement parts for cheap. It's very simple. So, you know, a couple years later, 10 years later, your toilet needs a rebuild kit. Well, we come in and rebuild it, and it's, you know, a couple $100. Whereas instead of paying for this whole new toilet again, these toilets work great, they last, they don't cause plugging, and they're great. So this is why, and that goes with everything. I mean,
massively. Wire,
wire, pipe, it doesn't matter. Whatever parts, heaters and furnaces and everything, faucets and all this stuff. You can get all sorts of strange you know, made faucets from different companies, but you want to stay with the stuff that we use here in Canada, the stuff that we know works, the stuff that we can repair. I don't know how many times I've seen a cartridge in a shower valve, and the fellow has tried to pull it out and he rips the whole shower valve in the back. And, oh no, right? And then there's water shooting at him, and he shuts the thing off and he calls the plumber. Well, if you would have at first installed the right thing, you know, stick with a Moen, Delta, a Price Fister. I wouldn't go any further than those 3 things. You know, maybe a Kohler, but all in all, stick with the common stuff that works. and know that it works, because you're going to have major problems later.
And we're going to know what works
you
too.
don't.
We deal with this every single day, right? We hear the callbacks. We know what to avoid. We know what to get.
And we don't want callbacks.
No,
That's the last thing we need. We are
absolutely.
so busy to go call back to the jobs is not what we need.
We had a fantastic client. Her name's Nicole, and we worked with her in Sherwood Park, and just a phenomenal client. Anyways, she called yesterday and said, hey, we got this light, and it's flickering on us, and showed a video of the low pot light. And oh, okay, yeah, checked our records. We supplied that pot. Great. We'll come out and swap that out. No problem at all. That's fine. Like, we provided that pot light. Other clients though, this, oh, you wired up these lights, and we look into it. Oh, you provided those lights. Like, yeah, but you wired them up. Well, so like I wired up your stove. You know, at the end of the day, warranty is, that's my point there, is warranty is a huge issue, right? If something goes wrong and your contractor provided that product, you know, they're going to give you at least 1 year warranty on that product, whether it's a pot light, whether it's the wiring, whether it's the thermostat, whether it's whatever it might be. But if you buy it yourself, you're on the hook to do that yourself, and you know, maybe that might not be what you want to do. So yeah, it's always easier to let the contractor that you're hiring provide their own materials, do all the work, and you know, give them the control of that job. You hired the professionals to do that professional job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, give them that control and let them do it. They want to make you happy, right? They don't want to screw you. At the end of the day, you picked an honest contractor. Let them be honest. Let them do their honest work, and then
we want to keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah,
Here's the simplest product that works great, and these products are all upgradable. I mean, if you want the fanciest faucet, no problem.
Yeah.
We can get it. You may find the design somewhere else that looks really neat on Wayfair or whatever. You just show it to us, and we can probably come up with the same thing with our branded products that actually are warranted and work proper without the headaches of major problems in the long run.
Massive. Yeah. No, that's huge. Another thing to touch on here, how to handle change orders and billing with your contractors, whether it's a general contractor, plumbing contractor, electrical contractor, how to handle those change orders. I think, and a lot of the GCs I work with are on the same page there too, is that when you have a change order, say you want toe kick lighting on the job, okay, great. We're gonna.
Nice.
Oh, it is nice. Yeah, I could do a whole nother video about toe kick. It lights up around your island, and it just all those little dark shadows around and all the toe kicks.
Yeah, they're
gone.
Nice.
It's just, it highlights. Oh, it's a nice touch.
Toe kick.
It's a nice touch. Yeah. But anyway, back to that. For an example, toe kick lighting. If that's a product that all of a sudden, you know, homeowner says, yeah, I want that. That sounds great. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is, rather than bill you at the end of the job for all these, you know, XYZ extra change order add-ons, whatever it might be, right then and there that discussion was had, you know, within, you know, 3 to 5 days, we want to have that quote, we want to have that bill, and we want to invoice that ASAP, so that it's not going to bug you at the end of the job, and no one's going to forget about it. And then ultimately, I mean, we want to work with you for life. So if we destroy a relationship at the end of the job, it's not like, okay, well, that job's done, that client's done. No, like in 10 years, we want to do another kitchen for you at your next house that you build, right? That's
They call it contracting for a reason. You want these contracts in, and you want to, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's my auntie or my grandma. I would write up something in a contract so that they know, because you can easily wreck a relationship without. Everybody's got a different idea and a different plan. Just make sure that both your plans are put into paper and you know where you're at, and no surprises. When we come up with a different plan, it's best not to just say, yeah, throw those lights in, or you know, throw in that extra fixture or whatever it is. We'll talk about it later.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. Oh. And then we get the wrong idea. We spend a bunch of money on this stuff. We come to you later. Here's that extra $1,000 bill. Well, I didn't realize it was going to be this much. Well, if we had the agreement in place, and sometimes it can be a little bit awkward. Okay, well, let me write up the agreement, sir or ma'am, but at the end of it, it makes things so much easier for everybody.
Way easier. Yeah. Like the client. Yeah. I was toe kick lighting as an example. We're doing a beautiful kitchen with a client, and I explained the toe kick, and you know, she goes, okay, yeah, let me talk to my partner. Great. Get back to me, and then I'm happy to write up a figure for it. Is it going to be expensive? I said, well, it's more equipment, it's more labor, it's more wire. It is more stuff. So yeah, it will be a little bit expensive, but I don't know what you consider expensive, kind of thing. But anyways, at the end of the day, they come back and they say, yeah, we want that toe kick lighting. So then we draw off the figure, give that to them. Here's for all the toe kicks around the cabinets. Here's around the island. They're not expecting it around their fireplace. They're not expecting it.
I'm already sold.
Well, at the end of the day, it's
you got
to make it's a two-way street, right?
Yeah.
We want you to know what you're getting, and you want to know what you're getting, and for how much. So that's the whole point of the contract, right?
Absolutely.
Find an honest contractor, do honest contracting with. I think that's about it for today.
Right. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Again,
thanks for having me by to your lovely shop, my friend.
No problem. Yeah. Again, my name's Ryan. I'm with Hauer Power Electrical, and if you want any electrical needs, we don't touch industrial, but residential service construction, commercial service construction, 780-935-0622. You can visit us at hauerpower.ca. You can shoot us an email at info@hauerpower.ca. And check out our Google reviews. We're the highest rated in all of Edmonton and area, soon to be Alberta. But our whole mission is powering customer service. That's what we do. And after you hire us, we're going to hound you for a Google review, and and you're going to be happy with the service there. And yeah, that's all I got. How about yourself, Ryan?
Rhino Plumbing, Ryan Akemichuk. Glad you're watching the video. Thank you very much. My number is 780-939-4975. We can help you with whatever you need. We are serving the Edmonton, Morinville, and St. Albert areas. We are willing to go out of town, depending on the scenario. We can fix furnaces, HVAC, anything commercial. We're even willing to do some industrial. Absolutely. Industrial, oil field, residential, commercial. We're in it, whatever it is. And we are going to bend over backwards to make you happy. We want to earn those Google reviews as well. And we'll do whatever it takes to get a good one. Whatever it takes. We warranty our work, we take care of our clients, and we do the best job we can possibly do.
Right on. Yeah, so next on your next project, hire a contractor that cares, and do your research, and I hope you the best of luck on whatever project you may encounter. Stay safe, Edmonton and area, and yeah, until next time, have fun.
Absolutely. Stay safe.